Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Big Talk Pigskin. I am your host, Bowden. I'm joined with my great co-host, Andre. Andre, how are you? How have you been?
I've been pretty good. Well, besides my Browns today, that was the low light of my day, but we'll get past it. Besides that, it was good. How are you?
Rough weekend, man. It was a great weekend with everything except what happened in the Iowa game, and we'll get into that.
Yeah,
But it's over.
yeah.
It's over.
Nothing you can do about it now.
Nothing we can do about it now. We push on to the next game. But let's get this started with your Buckeyes. Your Buckeyes taking on Purdue. Looked a
Hmm.
little slow early on, as we kind of expected, as usual. As usual, that first quarter not great, but they handled that game pretty easily.
Hmm. And I don't know. It seemed like in that first quarter they didn't score, but they got their identity going. It seemed like they wanted to get it to Jeremiah Smith early, and it worked. They were getting to him. He's catching the ball, running get routes. Him and Julian Sand had good chemistry and connection going, and he was just making like insane plays, insane catches to get it going. And then like they scored like within like the first like 30 seconds of the second quarter, so they almost scored in the first quarter to end it, but. Uh, I wish they had picked it up a little bit sooner, came out a little hotter, and scored on Purdue in that first quarter to make that like that spread a little bit bigger. But I like the way they played. I liked how they came out.
Yeah, that was solid. Despite the fact that they were kind of slow to start off, they did look well. And you're right, Jeremiah Smith got the ball in his hands a lot better than they've been doing this season, and that is huge, absolutely huge. You have to keep doing that. I mean, he had 10 targets, 10 receptions, didn't drop a ball.
Hmm.
He's had a problem with dropping a lot of balls this year, so that's good on him. It's good on Sand putting them in the right spots, and that was Sand's one touchdown pass was to Jeremiah Smith
Hmm.
with 137 yards. Also, that's insane. 13-yard
Yeah,
average.
yeah, that was a great game, and that ball, the one he threw like that was a dot like that post route, and he had two defenders trailing. He threw it right over it like that was a great ball by him. And I don't know, this what kind of caught my attention with this game though is it's all like the I don't want to say new guys, but new names or new players who kind of stepped up this week, like Isaiah West. That's kind of not a name that like we hear as much as we heard this week. Like 9 carries, 60 yards, like he stepped up. Like Bryson Rogers, like our I want to say our younger guys or guys who don't play as much, like they got a chance to step up and play. And I don't know, it's exciting to see like our depth is there. Like if someone gets hurt, like there's no fear about who's coming in because there's so much talent. Like the next man up, I don't know, it's not a concern at Ohio State. So that was like something good to see.
Yeah, no, they have a next man up mentality there. You're
Mhm.
able to when you can stack your roster that way. They have great NIL funding and they do a great job recruiting. So that is a huge benefit for them. I have nothing bad to say about that. It sucks as an Iowa fan going, well, maybe these guys could be playing right away somewhere else, somewhere a little bit smaller, maybe needs their help like us. But that is
Mhm.
great for Ohio State. Absolutely great. They take over in the second quarter, which obviously,
Mhm.
yeah, they could have scored right before the end of the first half. That just didn't happen, or the end of the first quarter. I mean,
Yeah.
and that just didn't happen. They scored within the first minute of the second quarter, and just kept going. They got out, finished the half 24-3, and the game was over. So they didn't really need to do a whole lot when they came back out on the field in the second half. They just kind of played their game, played good
Mhm.
defense, and didn't really stress on pushing anything to where, I mean, you don't want to force it down the field in the third quarter when you're up by 21 points.
Yeah.
There's no point to force a ball down the field and accidentally have a turnover or something like that that can change the tide of the game.
I don't say it seemed like the game kind of went perfectly for like a play call. Like you start out like you get your main guy the ball, he's getting it. There's no problem getting the ball. It's working. It's getting offensive points. You're driving the ball, and in the second half you got a nice comfortable lead, and you just start running the ball, and your running game is working. You're getting big explosive plays. You're chewing clock. You're driving the ball. So like it was just I don't know. Shouts out to the offensive coordinator, definitely the O line. Like that second half, like they were really just giving our guys a push. Like our three guys, they had a great game. So I'm definitely like, I don't know, as an Ohio State fan, I'll take that win. Purdue, I wanted to see more than a 24-point win. I was thinking we would win by like 40 or something, but like I still take this win. It was a good like well balanced team.
And I think they could have won by 40 pretty easily if they wanted to. It seemed that they kind of started to pull back on their players once they took a big lead.
Yeah,
Like they started to pull back. Like, let's go. We're not gonna we're not gonna force it down the field, and we're not going to try to put up a huge game because you don't need to.
yeah,
If Ohio State was sitting at like eighth in the poll with one loss to like Texas early on in the year, yeah, this Purdue game would have looked different. They would have been trying to score as much points as possible to help jump them in the rankings. They don't need to do that. They just got to take care of business day in, day out. That's all they have to do. Points do not matter. If now, had this game been a 3-point game, that would have been a problem. That wouldn't have looked good.
no, not at all. That would have.
But you know what I mean. Like they don't need to go out there and win by 30 plus points. 24-point win, you don't even care. Like that's fine. We'll take that all day.
And like I kind of see the rest of the season, besides Michigan, kind of playing out like this. Like we got UCLA next, and I want to say Maryland or something like that, but
Rutgers.
Rutgers, yeah. So it's
Same
like
thing.
those are the yeah, honestly, those are the chance to get like your twos and your backups in. Like Purdue's touchdown. The receiver, he ran a real nice route, but like I'm pretty sure that was like a backup. Like number 24, he's not one of our starting safeties. So it's like I don't know. You put your twos in, like, but
It's at the end of the game. It's within the last 2 minutes of the game. You're not stressing about that.
I don't really mind it. I want to see our guys get rested. I want to see everybody healthy, ready to come when playoffs come. But that's like the good thing about it. It's like we're beating teams by more than 2 scores, and like I don't want to say we're not trying, but like we're kind of limiting our offense and like holding stuff back. So like it'll be exciting to see what happens when we really like go 100%, when we use everything we have, when we're really trying to put up as many points as we can. We're taking those deep shots downfield. Like that's when I'm ready to see Ohio State. That's when it gets like most exciting.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And that'll come in the Michigan game.
Yeah.
It'll happen then. Hopefully, I hope Michigan wins out up until then, just so it's a better matchup of
Yeah.
2-loss versus a no-loss team. But we'll see what happens. Ohio State's going to keep pushing. You can't look past any game. You can't. Especially UCLA has played well in some games. Rutgers has played well in some games this year. You can't look past those guys, but both of them are at home. They're at Ohio State. So you don't have to stress nearly as much. You're not going on the road. You're not going to LA.
Yeah.
That is nice. The fact that you don't have to travel all the way over to LA for that game next week, it's huge.
Honestly, yeah. That's just draining on the team. Like I don't see like making a huge difference on the outcome, whether if we were or not. But it's just like as an effort, like a team and a morale, like it's not like they get to go down there and like vacation. Like if we were to go down there to watch the game, like we can go out to eat and do all this extra stuff and enjoy Cali. Like they don't get to do that. They got to go there, handle business, and then they're back on the plane or wherever however we got there. So it's good for the morale, good for the energy, because we want to save as much energy as we can. Like we're kind of at this point, we're just trying to make sure we just maintain the rest of the season. We're not trying to blow teams out. We're not trying to figure out what works or what doesn't. Like we just want to maintain, not take any losses, no one gets hurt, and just make sure we're ready for the playoffs at this point.
Yep. Just maintain, perfect your playbook, perfect your play calling,
Yeah.
perfect your execution. That's all you're doing at this point.
Mhm.
Exactly. You're playing to get a bye, but do you want the bye? That was an absolute electric atmosphere last year when Ohio State had a home game against Tennessee. So, like, that's an advantage. Every single team who got a bye last year lost.
I think it just depends on how the bracket plays out. Because like I don't know, sometimes you I don't want to see Ohio State like kind of tank and just take a loss, but like
Right.
you want to play it smart and you want to take quote unquote the easiest route. But I like the route they took last year when they played like the best teams. Like they had a competitive schedule, competitive route to the national championship, and I like that because it made them like there was no ups and downs. Because I feel like Ohio State kind of plays closer to like the level of your competition, and like I don't want them down and up and back and forth. Like I like last season they were at the top, they were hot throughout the whole playoffs, and I need them to stay hot.
Yeah, and I think they will. They're a good team. They might repeat. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. I would take him to repeat.
All right. But, yeah, great game for the Buckeyes. Let's move on here. Let's talk about an upset that happened this week. Washington goes to Madison, loses 10-13. How is this possible? This is an ugly game, an absolutely ugly game.
Man, yeah, no, that honestly, it just I wouldn't expect Wisconsin to win. I thought like I would have bet my money on Washington, Wisconsin to win. Like I wouldn't say it's a huge surprise, but like they definitely like my underdogs in my opinion. I didn't think that they were gonna be able to pull it out. Even at home.
Yeah, right. Like going into this, did not think anything of it. I mean, Wisconsin's quarterback, which they rotate, right?
Yeah.
But their leading passer, their best passer of this game for Wisconsin, was 3 for 12, 8 yards, and they won.
Yeah.
How?
That is sad. They had 48 combined yards between the four guys who played, and one of the guys couldn't even complete a pass.
Yeah. And then Washington's quarterback played semi well. I mean, he was 20 for 32, 134 yards, a touchdown, and interception. I mean, it's obviously better than Wisconsin's quarterbacks played, but I guess it just wasn't enough to get it done. They went into the half with the lead, came out, let Wisconsin rattle off a touchdown, a field goal, and then nobody did anything after that.
Yeah. And it's like Wisconsin or Washington, like, they put up receiving yards. They didn't put up a lot of receiving yards. They only had 134 receiving yards, 117 rushing yards. So, like, Wisconsin's defense, they kind of maintained Washington. So I feel like that kind of played a big factor. I thought that they would be definitely way more explosive than this. So Wisconsin definitely came to play. They had one thing on their mind, and that was getting that W. They wanted to win.
Yes, and they stopped Washington's offense. Exactly what you said. That Washington offense has been really good this year in every game except Ohio State and Michigan, and then this past one against Wisconsin. Wisconsin's defense came out to play, came out hard. They wanted to win this game.
Yeah.
Luke Fickell has found another way to stay around. Every week he finds a way. Whether he keeps the game close, even when he's getting blown out, he finds a way to stay around there. I don't know what's going on. But, I mean, I guess if they went out, they could make a bowl game.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a good road for them, but anything's possible.
True. And that's the thing about Washington. I really thought like they would come like with on their P's and Q's ready to handle business because they're 23. They're trying to like make their push. They're trying to get that good bowl game. Like I don't really know about playoffs, but like you still like you have that in your mind, so you're playing and working towards it. So to go out there and just give this one up to a 3-6 team like who has nothing to lose, it's like you gave the game up. You got to come out. You have to win this at home or away. It doesn't matter. Like you have to win this one when it means that much to you compared to them.
Yeah, and that's literally like they were still in the hunt for that playoff spot. Obviously, they're pretty far out. The only real game they had left on their schedule was Oregon. So that was the only thing that they could have won to boost them at all going later on. But now with 3 losses, they're done. They're done. You don't make the playoffs this way. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, and it's sad. It's sad. I don't know. I like Washington. I was rooting for them. I'm not a big Wisconsin fan. I don't know. Maybe I don't like Wisconsin. I don't know yet.
I don't like Wisconsin.
But I definitely wanted Washington to win because I kind of like Washington. So I was always a big John Ross fan. So I kind of I wanted to see them do it. I want to see them be good. I want to see them get their name in there.
Well, and we went to a purple school. We went to Bluffton. Yeah, you gotta respect the teams wearing that color.
Maybe that's what it is.
You gotta respect those teams.
I just like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Like you gotta respect them, and it sucks seeing them lose that game. I really wanted Washington to win. I don't like Wisconsin, and Wisconsin's bad, so I didn't expect that. I expected them to have a little bit of a game, like maybe early on, be a little competitive, just because they're at home in Madison. But they came out and won. They were there. They were there to play. Not much else to really even say about them. Like I don't understand how this happened.
I don't either. I bet they had a great night in Wisconsin.
I bet they did as well. Beating a ranked team, you only had 2 wins going into that game.
Had no business winning that game. Just wanted to ruin someone's night.
Exactly.
Mm.
Had to be an electric night on campus.
Oh man, I bet.
Well, with that being said, let's go on. Let's move on to this one. Man, 18-16, heartbreaking. Heartbreaking.
It is so heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking. You let a safety up at the beginning of the game because the long snapper has 2 bad snaps in the first quarter on punts. First one, Rise Dakin, the punter, barely jumped up and caught it, and the second time he couldn't even jump. There was no point. Ball goes out of
his Smith alive.
That's right, like just gone over his head, out the back of the end zone, or into the end zone, and just it was over. That sucked. That was not good.
Good play by the punter though, getting it out of the end zone.
Yeah, yeah, that was the right move. That was the right move for sure. You'd rather give up 2 there, and they didn't capitalize and go down and score right after.
Yeah, you guys got the pick. You guys bounced back real good.
So like they were playing well. It sucks because that 2 points, that is the game. This is a 2-point game. That safety doesn't happen there. This might have went into overtime. This game would have been completely different.
I know.
If Iowa could have gotten the 2-point conversion on that last touchdown, it was a good play. It just didn't. It didn't land. It didn't fall.
And it's I don't know. And it's I don't want to say anything. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's crazy. A Big Ten team stole the good luck for the toe taps. Like if Iowa could have got that luck, like oh my gosh, the playoffs will be looking real different right now.
And you just saying that, obviously, yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. But when I saw that play happen in that specific game, I was like, it's over. I was like, it's over.
That was great. Oh my gosh. And it's like you guys had the chance to stop him, hold him down, and you hold him to the field goal. And it's just like that breaks my heart when I'm looking at him line up the kick. Like, man, they should be tying this up to get ready to go to overtime right now.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be for the win.
No, it shouldn't have been. It's just awful. I mean, when do you hear of Iowa having more passing yards than the other team and losing? More passing yards than Oregon on less attempts and less completions.
Yeah, you guys had Dante Moore. Like it was such a well-balanced game. Like the defenses were just such on point. Like it was hard for either offense to really like get clicking. I will say Oregon's run game, like they just had so many like big explosive run plays. I don't want to say their run game was consistent, but like the times where it was like it was just those big, huge plays that kind of like put little daggers in you guys. So
yeah, they just kept having running plays break open, and we can't let that happen. That's something we normally don't let happen.
Man, like even Dante Moore had a couple big runs. When you give the quarterback runs, like that's never good. That's bad.
Can't let it happen, and it's over now, and you can't go back. But I mean, combined losses this year, we have lost by a combined 10 points this season in 3 games. All of them, I believe, we were leading in the fourth quarter. Yes, all of them, which we were leading in the fourth quarter. Or I guess in Iowa State, we were tied. We were tied, but still, like Indiana and Oregon, leading in the fourth quarter, you lose both of them. You score in the last 2 minutes, and then give them the ball back, and they go down and win the game.
And I really thought you guys had it. Like oh my gosh.
They score that touchdown, I'm going insane. I'm like, we did it. We did it. I was like, we have to hold. We have 2 minutes here. Just less than 2 minutes. You have to hold them, block a field goal if we have to. Like, where's the special teams magic? We didn't have it today. That's something we always have. And it was on Oregon's side. That won them the game. That 2-point, that punt, the block, or snap over the head on the punt, the safety, that won Oregon the game.
I was going to say that changes the game. And it's like Oregon, like, I don't know, because you take that away. Oregon scored in every quarter They at least scored two. They scored the safety in the first quarter, then they had 10, and then 3-3. And you guys, like, you just had like the second and the fourth quarter were like your hot spots. Like you had 7 in the second, and then you came back with the 9 in the fourth. So say potentially you go to overtime. Do you think like you guys are gonna be able to keep that momentum, or you think you're gonna be off and on when it gets to overtime?
I don't know. I think just being at home in that environment, I think we go to overtime, we win the game. We were hot at the end of the game. I think we do keep that momentum, but it's hard to say with how up and down they were playing. They were not consistent this week, and they've been consistent this year. So you had a bad game. It happens. You can't win them all. You got to just look ahead and push to the next game. I mean, the season's over. There's no playoffs now. That's the third loss. The season's over. There's nothing we can do anymore. It sucks, especially considering USC won this week. So even their ranking's going to go up more. Had Iowa won, we would have a really big matchup again next week. And now it just doesn't matter. The only game I'm looking forward to now is Nebraska because I hate Nebraska. I don't even care about the other games. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what bowl game we're playing in. I'd rather, honestly, I want them to get a really bad bowl game because I want them to go to the Detroit Motor City Bowl so that way I can go up to Detroit and see them play, so it'll be close at this point. At this point.
Because that's so heartbreaking. Like, when your team has so like... We'll slide off college football for a second. As I'm a Browns fan, and just looking at today, like you look like this is our chance. This is our opportunity. Like today was our whole season wrapped up. Like we forget about everything else that happened or that may happen. Like today was our chance to win. We needed today, and we just did not get it. We couldn't come through, and now it feels like nothing else matters. Like we played, we went through all this heartache, all this hard work just to get to this point, and then this is the outcome. Nothing matters anymore now.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Nothing matters. The season doesn't matter anymore. I don't know where we go from this. Keep winning, I guess. I mean, I hope we get 9-3, but I don't. It doesn't matter anymore.
So say, like, how do you motivate guys to keep playing? Well, I guess you do. You guys do have a bowl game, so like.
Yeah, but who cares about a bowl game? There's a 12-team playoff.
Yeah. If you win a bowl game, do you get a ring?
Yeah, but at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's always good to like get those rewards and like be rewarded for your season, win, keep winning. I mean, I still hope they go 9-3, but it's just like sitting here as a fan, you go, I don't really care what bowl game they're playing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. It has no sense of value.
I would say at this point, you just play for the seniors. Just get them, send them home, maybe send a guy or two to the league, and
that's all you're playing for. You're playing now for stats, honestly, and making yourself better for the league. It's the way I would look at it as a player.
Yeah, sad loss for the Hawks. So I was rooting for you guys.
Happens. They clearly they were not trained on their duck hunting. they didn't get their duck calls down, and
yeah, it looked like it was Hawk season, not duck season.
No, that's exactly right. Well, on that topic, we will go ahead. We'll move over to the final game, which we're kind of hinted towards about the toe tap. Indiana, Penn State. Absolutely electric finale of this game.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God.
What a game.
That was insane. I had to delay turning on the Iowa game for this.
Like, this, I don't know. This is one of those games, like, you go back and you watch again. Like, this was a great game. And it's like, I want to say it's not even necessarily a bad game for Indiana. It was just such a great game for Penn State. It's like they put it back. They threw away all their setbacks that they had through the year. Forget about Coach Frank leaving. Forget about Drew Allar being hurt. Like, we got dudes. Like, we were like a top 5 team at one point in this year, like, for a reason. And they showed why. Like, they showed that, like, the Lions aren't dead yet. The Lions are still roaring. They got a little fight in them still.
Yeah, and it was all the second half, really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they did score 7, right at the beginning of the second quarter, tied up the game. But Penn State had majority of control Indiana had majority of control that first half. They were up 17-7. They were scoring touchdowns. They were making good plays, and their defense was playing really well. It's exactly what you expected out of them. I honestly expected more out of them first half, and then second half comes around. I'm going, whoa, what's going on here? Indiana's getting held. They only get a field goal in the third quarter. Penn State, they're doing their thing. They're still Indiana's defense is still playing well, and we get to that fourth quarter, and Penn State, everything's going their way. Every play, it's just following their direction. They keep finding a way to get down the field, keep getting a first down, go down, score a touchdown, and they do it again. And now you're sitting here and you're going, it's 20-24. Penn State's going to lose this football game. There's 2 minutes left. Not on Kurt's watch.
Man, the back and forth, like if you're elderly and you have a bad heart, like this may not be the game for you, because this was it was just a lot. And like I know Indiana was just frustrated the whole game because like Penn State was just like that annoying little fly like you just can't catch in the house that just keeps flying around. You keep trying to catch it and you can't. And it's like they just were right there the whole game, just like they were so determined, like they made it up in their mind, no matter what, we are going to do whatever we can to win this game. And they were so close to doing it. It was just the play of the year, the catch of the year. Like as a receiver, seeing that play, like that was that's like a fat kid in a chocolate cake. Like that was just perfect. Like that was, oh my gosh, when you watch over and over again, that was artwork right there.
It was a beautiful catch. I can't believe he caught that, but at the same time, I'm sitting there and I see him go up, put his hands up for the ball, come down. I'm like, that foot touched in bounds. Like that foot touched in bounds.
The way he bent his body, like that looked like a Sunday catch. Like that might have been touchdown on a Sunday in the NFL.
It was very close. No, it wouldn't have been. They zoomed in on it, and that's when I was like, oh, maybe he didn't get it. And then you see that his foot that ended up touching out of bounds came down, touched out of bounds right after the other one touched in the end zone. Like literally just immediately after. It was miraculous, the most beautiful thing in the world.
That catch was insane. Oh man. 36 seconds left, and then you see that. Like that just, oh my gosh. I know all those fans in there, they were probably roaring. Like if you play NCAA, you know about stadium pulse. Like the screen is shaking and you can't really do anything. That's probably how it felt in real life up until that catch. Like it probably was like a pause. It felt like, I don't know, like cold air. The air left everybody's body in that stadium when they saw that catch.
Oh, I bet. And that's just, it's an absolute dagger in the chest.
Man.
I get it. I feel for you, Penn State fans. I'm here with you this week. We're in the same spot. Like that was awful. We both got screwed on catches. They had a miraculous catch. Indiana had a miraculous catch, which killed Penn State, and Iowa had a catch that wasn't a catch, and that killed us.
So say Iowa would have made that catch and Indiana didn't. Who do you think would have been number 2 in the Big Ten?
I would still be Indiana. They have the tiebreaker over us because they beat us.
Okay.
They'd still be up there, yeah. Unless it would be Michigan. I don't know. There'd be so many one-loss conference teams in there at that point. But we don't have to worry about that.
Surely.
Still Ohio State and Indiana. Nothing changed.
Man, I was gonna say, yeah, they got Wisconsin and Purdue, so I would, even if they did lose, Indiana would probably still stay at number 2.
Yeah. So they're up there. Fernando Mendoza, once again, I mean, showing why he should be the Heisman. He had a great game still. I mean, yes, 11 incompletions isn't great. Having an interception kind of sucks. But 19 for 30, 218 yards, a touchdown pass, plus a rushing touchdown. It's exactly what I want out of my guys. Mm-hmm. And that touchdown pass was to win the game.
Yeah.
To win the game. Absolute, that is a Heisman moment right there, that play. Mm-hmm. It was a miraculous catch by the receiver. That's on him. The receiver made the play.
Yeah.
But it still helps.
Definitely.
So, it's just, that was insane. The game was insane. I'm at a loss for words speaking about it because I feel it all went out of my mind as soon as it was over because of how the Iowa game went.
Mm-hmm.
But that game, it was so much fun to watch.
It was, yeah, definitely one worth watching again. If you haven't seen it, I think you should go watch the highlights.
Yeah, 100%. I might go back and rewatch them again
Yeah.
because that game was fun. That was not many better games this season have been played.
True, yeah. Definitely, I put it in probably like top 10 game of the year.
As of now, yeah, 100%. 100%. I'm curious as to where kind of some of the rankings are going to fall after this week, coming up on Tuesday. I don't know. I mean, maybe do we see Texas A&M jump over Penn State, or sorry, jump over Indiana after this game against Penn State? And that's a possibility, right?
It is a possibility. I just don't know. I don't see them moving Indiana. I don't know if besides Ohio State, if there's a team like you can really say it's better than Indiana.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I don't think this one, like, they still won. I don't think this one close game is enough to make a switch from 2 and 3.
I don't think it should be, but you never know. And if they do, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'd like having the 1 and 2 spot in the Big Ten, but
Yeah.
even 1 and 3, it's fine.
Mhm.
It's fine. We'll take that too. Washington will drop out, obviously. Iowa's going to drop out. Well, I mean, even so, I honestly, personally, maybe I'm biased. You're saying this. I don't think Iowa should drop out. You lost a 2-point game to the number 9 team in the country.
Mhm.
I think we should drop to 25, sure, but I still think we should be in there. Washington has to drop out. They lost to Wisconsin, and USC should probably be top 15.
I was gonna say, like, the voters, they got an interesting job this week. I wonder, we're curious where they're gonna put everybody, because
It'll be
they got some work to do.
yes, they do. It'll be interesting to watch. I hope whatever games they didn't watch actually live on Saturday, they're going back and watching right now.
Yeah, they need to watch, because like the stats don't do it justice. They don't tell you the whole story.
No, they don't. Not at all. But I think that pretty much sums it up for us this week. Tune back in on Friday. We'll preview what's coming up, talk about the new rankings a little bit, and just everybody have your morning coffee. You know, make sure you get your cream, your sugar.
Mhm.
Also have your gum. Stay locked and loaded with that gum.
Yeah.
Have to have it. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, tune back in on Friday for our preview of the upcoming games, and have a great day and a great Monday, a great week.
See you guys.